Hello and welcome to Game 3 in the Universal Battle Tournament. We're playing ETC rules. So my list, I will have my and my opponent's list below in the description. I have 5 Vanguarded Fast Cap to the left on this picture, then 3 Peg Knights who have Vanguarded back to protect my trap from his Terradon and Ripperdactyls, 10 Archers, Skirmishers, a trap, a Bretonnia Lord who is like a Chaos Lord with Sword of Might and stuff like that. He's a beast in combat. My realm lands with my level 4 Door of Life in it with Awakening the Wood, Turn of Vines, Flesh to Stone and Regrowth. And I have my Earth lands with the Earth, Blood and Shield. Then I have my BSP, another trap on that hill. 3 Peg Knights vanguarded backward to protect the trap, some archers and some more archer and some Peg Knights who have vanguarded forward. For his side, to the left, he have 2 units of Skinks. One would have a level 2 lower beast with wild form and transformation and a scroll, and then he have 20 Skinks and some flying dinosaurs. The first one is the Terradon, the second one is the Ripperdactyl Dudes, and then we have some Temple Guard behind that hill with a Slaan in it. The Slaan have 3 times channel, reroll fail dispel, and have a lot of life with dwellers, regrowth of blood, and turn of vines. Then you have 30 Saurus warriors with command, and a Carnosaurus, one Scarvet, and a Stegadon with Blowpipe. Well, I get the first turn, even though we have to choose. He chose that I get the first turn, and I was kind of shocked. This have never happened before, that Bretonnia gets the first turn. But actually he told me that, yeah, I don't see a lot of advantage me taking the first turn, and he's probably right. A lot of players just automatic choose, oh, I take the first turn, but they don't really think the advantage that you can get of taking the last turn. But anyways, as you can see, we can start from the left. My fast cab move up. I'm trying to circle him out, protecting my trap so I can shoot down his big dinosaur and keep my distance, because I think I can outshoot this guy. Green Knights show up behind on the hill, and then he runs behind his Carnosaurus to stop these 2 monsters from doing anything. In magic phase, it's for a low roll. I think I got 4 to 3, or 4 to 4 maybe even. 2 dice thrown, get it off, and then I throw in Awakening the Wood on the Terradon, and they were partly in the wood, so it takes 2d6 strength 6 hits and kill the Terradons. So that was really nice. The traps scattered off, and my archer managed to do a wound to his Stegadon, and that's Bretonnia's first turn. Well then, so this is actually a picture of his first turn and my second turn. Unfortunately, this is a problem with Universal Battle. I forgot to take a picture because or save the picture because I'm so into the game, I just forgot. But anyway, I will try to describe what he did on his turn. So basically, his Saurus warrior faced Green Knight, and his Carnosaurus and Stegadon moved forward. His Temple Guard stay put. His Ripperdactyls stay put. His Skink Regiment stay put. His other Skink unit, 2 Skink unit, actually move a little bit forward. Not even in range to shoot at my human, but a bit forward towards them. His magic, I don't think what he did, he was actually turning his level 2 into a horned dragon, and I see no reason to stop more monsters on the field, so I let that one go. And shooting, he didn't have anything. So in my turn, you can see my Bretonnia is standing in the middle in that forest. That's because he charged a unit of Skinks in the flank. If he would have run, he would have taken off the field and caused a lot of panic test all around and stuff like that. And he didn't want to do that, so I charge into the flank, I break him. They run off the board because they bounce through his Skink unit and my Peasant Cav unit. And I just reform my fast cav move out to the arc of his Skink, and Green Knight charge the back of his Carnosaurus. I kill the rider. I stupidly didn't challenge because I would have gotten overkill, but I didn't anyway. I kill the rider, get 2 kills, have a charge and a rear, so I win by 5. He breaks and I roll double 6 to pursue, so I end up over there. And basically now I start pushing around my units, trying to avoid him and dance around him, because I pretty much, my plan for this whole game is take out his small units and leave the Saurus warrior and the temple guards alone. So for the Lizardman turn 2, what he did, he was turning his Stegadon around towards my Peg Knight and shoot at them with his giant Blowpipe. I skirmish long range, multiple shot, my move, so was 8, so he didn't hit anything. Saurus and Temple Guard moved towards my Peg Knight. I think he got off the Dwellers on my Peg, but I passed all the strength test and it didn't do anything. His Skink warrior unit just stand there. His Ripperdactyl charges my Lord, and well, I killed 2 before he could strike. He didn't do anyone to me. I break him and I choose to not pursue him, and I will instead reform to face his Skink unit's flank instead. And that's Lizardman second turn. So in the Bretonnian turn 3, from left, Yeoman failed march test and just back off. And my Lord flank charge his Skink unit, and since he's a monster he cannot make way. And I kill some Skinks, and unfortunately he rolled a double 1, so he stick, but he could not reform, thankfully, so his monster wouldn't go into combat. And yeah, before that my 3 Peg Knights charges his fleeing Ripperdactyl, and it started to run. My Lord then charged it off the board and redirect into the flank of the Skink. Kind of a risky move, but I could not risk his Ripper flying around doing harassment all of the game. And generally I feel like I'm in control, so I start to form a nice circle around his Saurus and Temple Guard units. My Peg Knights over there, over his the hill on his side, actually fail a march test, so they just backs off. Hopefully he will charge them with his Stegadon, and I will flee, which will either giving the choice to redirect into Green Knights or give Green Knights a flank charge on him, and that would be very nice for me. And the magic, nothing special happened. I get off shield on my realms unit in case something bad happens, but that's it. For Lizardman turn, he is Stegadon, backs backward, and his unit is basically just getting very defensive. His Skinks backs backwards, and well, in magic phase I don't think he gets off anything. Maybe Earth Flood on his Temple Guard unit or something. And my Lord breaks his Skink Skirmisher unit, so his Priest and Skink unit run off the board. And yeah, that's it for his turn 3. In Bretonnia turn 4, I basically closing in on him. Maybe a little bit too aggressive, I think. Green Knight charged his Stegadon. The Peg Knights fly very close to his Saurus Warrior's flank. My Lord charges his Skink unit in the flank. And yeah, that's it basically. Magic didn't do much. My Treb doesn't have any target, so I tried to lob some lucky shot, snipe out his Slaan, but then he told me, "I'll Slaan automatic pass lookout, sir." So I soon after that abandoned that idea, and yeah, basically that was I did in my turn 4. So for his turn 4, not much happened. He turns his units around a bit. He gets off regrow on his Skink unit in combat with my Lord, and his Stegadon dies in combat from Green Knight. Yeah, and in the combat with the Skinks, I start off killing 5, that's great, and then his Skink strikes back, hitting on 5, wounding on 5. I had 3 up ward, 3 up armor, and he did 2 wounds to my Bretonnia. Yeah, too bad, but shit happens. But yeah, that's basically what happened in his turn 4. Yeah, in my turn 5, I pretty much abandon all my tactical thoughts before the game and do some very stupid mistake, and it cost a lot. Green Knights and the Peg Knight charges his Saurus Warrior in the front, and I thought, oh, I can stick around killing some, then my Peg Knights will charge him in the flank and do some damage, and maybe even my BSB and Lord in the back. That would be cool, and yeah, I kill 5 of him, and that's good. I think he passes some armor save. They're tougher than you think, and he kills 2 Peg Knights and do 1 wound to another, so we win by 3 in the end. And Green Knights crumble to death, and the other one runs off the board. Thankfully, he is predatory fighter, so we have to overrun, and he overrun almost off the board, so he cannot reform to face my other Peg Knights. And that was, yeah, very stupid mistake of my part, and my Peg Knights and my BSP shot his Skink, and they make short work of it. I was pretty nervous when he rolling to hit them with my Lord. He hit 2 of them, I think, but he didn't manage to wound me, and that's really nice. And then I just reform my Peg Knights to be outside of the arc of his Temple Guard, and that's what happened in my turn 5. His turn 5 went really fast. He basically just pivots his Temple Guard to face my line, his Saurus Warrior pivots to face my Peg Knight, and that's it for his turn 5. He casts no spell, but they have minor impact on the game. Well, for Bretonnia turn 6, basically what I want to do is make his Saurus block panic off the board. So my first attempt is 5 dicing dwellers below on them. I rolled 20, so it didn't get in. Then I fly up, use my Flaming Lance, kill 1, my Peasants kill 1, my Trap kills 9 of them. They have to roll a panic check, and I roll double 6. Triple 6 in his case, because he's cold-blooded. Would be really nice, but then he have his Slaan, who is a BSB, and yeah, he passes his second attempt on that leadership, and yeah, basically everything on my part just runs away from him. For his turn 6, yeah, he couldn't do much. I dispelled Horn of Vines, so yeah, nothing more actually happened. I stupidly in my turn 6 forgot to call forth Green Knights, so that's another stupid mistake on my part. For his case, he wanted to throw Dwellers on my BSB, but he didn't pivot, and it's only 19 degrees arc for that one, so he couldn't cast it. Yeah, and I think that's it for this game. And it all ended up being me taking out 1191 of him, he taking out 440 of me, so it's a 15-5 victory for the Bretonnian. And unfortunately, thanks to my stupid mistake of charging his Saurus, this isn't a 20-0. But yeah, it was a very interesting game. Very fun, very nice opponent. Actually talked a little bit about tactics after the game, and he told me he should have been more aggressive, and I pretty much agree, because he's Temple Guard and Saurus. I don't have anything. Even if I'm 5 units charged into them, maybe I could take them on, but the Temple Guard with the Eraser standard, no, I cannot take that. That's too horrible to fight for my list. And that was the game. I hope you enjoyed it. See you around. And if you want, you can of course subscribe and like this video, and have any questions, just ask them below.